If your parents ever tell you that family tradition is more important than your safety, run. I just turned 16, and I finally figured out why my family's basement stays locked 364 days a year. I always thought this silver key ceremony was just some weird, quirky thing my family did. You know the type, the kind of stuff people in small-town Ohio do, because their great-grandparents did it. On your 16th birthday, you go into the cellar alone. You hold a silver key, you sit in the dark for an hour, and you lock away your childhood. Sounds poetic, right? My mom even made me a special dress for it. She was smiling while she zipped me up, but her hands were shaking. I should have noticed that. I should have noticed how my dad wouldn't look at me while he handed me the flashlight that he knew didn't have any batteries. The door clicked shut, and the silence hit me like a physical weight. It's a different kind of quiet down there. It's not just the absence of noise. It's like the house is holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. I sat on that cold stone floor, gripping the silver key until the ridges dug into my palm. My mind started playing tricks on me. I heard the pipes whistling, which was normal, but then I heard something that wasn't. It was a scratching sound, not from the walls, from under the floorboards. Maya? The voice was a whisper. It sounded exactly like my sister, Elena. But Elena moved to Portland 4 years ago. She hasn't called once since she left. My parents told me she wanted a fresh start and to never mention her name again because it hurt too much. Elena, I whispered back, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. Don't put the key in the box, Maya, the voice read. If you lock it, you're staying, just like the rest of us. I scrambled back, hitting a stack of old crates. My hand brushed against a loose piece of paneling near the coal chute. I wasn't thinking, I was just reacting. I pulled at the wood, and it groaned and gave way. Behind the wall wasn't just dirt and insulation. It was a shelf, and on that shelf were dozens of small, wooden boxes. All of them had names burned into the lids, names I recognized from our family tree. And right in the center, brand new and smelling of fresh cedar, was a box that said Maya. I opened Elena's box first. My hands were trembling so hard I almost dropped it. Inside wasn't a locked-away childhood. It was her social security card, her passport, her birth certificate, and a single lock of her hair tied with a black ribbon. They didn't just lock away her memories. They locked away her. The scratching under the floor grew louder, heavy, urgent. I realized then that the tradition wasn't about growing up. It was a trade, a deal my ancestors made to keep the family blessed and prosperous. Every generation, one child is the price. The successful ones stay upstairs, and the forgotten ones, well, they become the reason the garden grows so well every spring. I heard footsteps above me, the heavy, rhythmic thud of my father's work boots. Time's up, Maya, he called through the door. His voice was calm, too calm. Is the childhood locked away yet? I looked at the silver key in my hand. Then I looked at the heavy iron lock on the cellar door. I realized if I walked out of there without giving them what they wanted, I wouldn't be walking out at all. I shoved Elena's documents into my dress pocket. I took my own wooden box and smashed it against the stone floor, grabbing the documents inside. Almost done, Dad, I yelled, trying to keep the sob out of my throat. I didn't use the silver key on the box. I used it to scratch a message into the back of the hidden panel for whoever comes after me. Trust no one. When the door opened, the light blinded me. My mom was standing there with a cake, 16 candles flickering in the draft. She looked at me, searching my face for the change. I forced a smile. I hugged her. I felt her ribs under her shirt, and I realized she was terrified. She wasn't a monster. She was a survivor. She had made the trade years ago, and now she was watching me do the same. That night, I didn't sleep. I waited until the house went still, that heavy, suffocating silence. I tied my bedsheets together, anchored them to the radiator, and slid out the window. I didn't take clothes. I didn't take money. I only took the contents of those boxes. I'm writing this from a bus station in Nevada. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm the first forgotten child to actually leave. If you're reading this and your family has a special ritual they don't like to talk about, check the basement. And whatever you do, don't turn 16 in that house.